All right, some breaking news in your top Smart Start headlines. At least 2 people are dead following a crash outside of the Kodak Center. We're going to take a look at the scene. Still a significant police presence here, as we can see. Several cars here involved, 3, we're told. Police still seeming to investigate. One of those cars, as we could see earlier in this morning's coverage, was actually burned out, on fire here as it had exploded. That driver there in serious condition. The driver of a 3rd vehicle taken to the hospital. The 2 people who passed were in the same vehicle. We're working to learn more about them and the cause of this crash. We're also waiting to learn details of another crash, this one here on Lake Avenue. At least 2 vehicles involved, as we can see it being pulled up on the tow truck. Absolutely devastated front cab. Still working to learn the cause of this crash. Now, police are also investigating the area of Dewey and Lexington Avenues. More information is pending. However, a significant police presence can be seen, and our crew on the scene also says they saw police speaking with a man in an ambulance. Now, as we further get updates and developments, all that will be brought to you on air and online on our website, rochesterfirst.com. If you have Excellus Blue Cross Blue Shield, your insurance will no longer be accepted at WellNow Urgent Care clinics. That is new this morning as the update came in late last night. Excellus does say that WellNow declined their latest contract offer, so they've been removed from the provider network, officially kicking in at midnight. WellNow has previously said that the insurance company refused what they described as a fair reimbursement rate, claiming that the provider has been paying out less and less for urgent care services over the years. If you do have Blue Cross Blue Shield, there are options for care. That is found on their website, excellusbcbs.com. Also new this morning, a 40-year-old man expected to live after being shot on Weil Street. Police tell us no suspects in custody here, but they do ask anyone if you think you know anything. Call them at 911. A man is dead after being hit by a car in Gates. Gates police tell us it happened on Buffalo Road around 6:15 last night. So if you were around that area, maybe have home surveillance video, please call Gates Police Department. You can go to 911 or give them a call during the day at 247-2262. Police are also searching for answers after a man was killed in the North Clinton section of the city Saturday night around Bauman Street and Avenue D at 8:15. Police tell us they found the victim, a man in his late 20s, slumped over in his car, stopped in the roadway. And though first responders did attempt first aid, he died on the scene. Now, again, if you have any information here, you are asked to call 911. Well, the security division for the company that owns the mall at Grease Ridge, they claim last week's incident involving dozens, almost hundreds of unruly teens does not reflect on the overall security at the mall. Now, the company here, Wilmarate, says that their state-certified security teams at the mall and the identification systems can identify people as they enter if they have a history of misbehavior or pose a threat. Law enforcement can and will be contacted immediately. The security company says that Tuesday's incident with the teens was an exception because it was reportedly pre-organized. Similar events happening at other malls all over the country on the same day. The mall also has a curfew for people under the age of 19. No one's permitted inside without an adult after 4 p.m. and that is effective every day of the week. All right, well, just a little more than a month after opening, a dispensary has already closed its doors as the owner of High Points in Geneva says they received a temporary cannabis growers showcase, but they haven't heard anything since from the Office of Cannabis Management about finalizing that license. This news comes as the OCM would be put back into limbo potentially with 2 more companies filing federal lawsuits against them in this past week. Well, just in case you missed it, we also want to give you a look at that ball drop in Times Square to ring in 2024. Yeah, lovely to see all those crowds counting down together, celebrating in the Big Apple as the ball dropped there for the new year. Times Square, this is actually a new ball that they just brought in, a maiden flagpole drop from Times Square. That has been 7 different versions of the ball dropping at New Year's Eve every night. And this year is one that was lit up with 30,000 LED lights weighing nearly 6 tons. Certainly a lot of prep that goes into that. Yes. James, I imagine all those crowds were prepping too, bringing the coats, the gloves. Yes. They had all those little hats, that probably, hopefully, kept the heads dry when they got the little flakes of snow here and there.
Sponsored by Planet Fitness. Every day. There's a reason why they sponsor the New Year's Eve, New Year's Day celebrations,
perhaps.
right? Yeah, so if that's a fun tradition to do, hopefully you enjoyed a safe New Year's Eve. And we're going into what should be a pretty easy day. Numbers in the 30s and just a few snow showers around this morning that fade later today. All
right. Thank you so much, James. Happy New Year, everyone. And thank you for sharing here with us at News 8 at sunrise.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.